Whenever we're meeting with a family, one of our biggest priorities is to focus on the personal lives of the people that we're in front of. You see, most financial planners and wealth advisors, they normally only pay attention to money. But you see, here at Guerra Financial, we take a very different approach, and our priority is not just to focus on money, but instead on the subjects that really matter in life, like our family, our freedom, our health, our hobbies, and most importantly, our faith. You see, we've come to the realization that for us to be able to accomplish our personal goals in life, our finances have to align with our personal mission as well. Here at Guerra Financial, we focus on 5 key areas. Number 1, retirement planning. You see, we've seen that most of our clients that are still working, they want to get to the point that work becomes an option and it's not an obligation. But for this to occur, there needs to be a clear built financial plan so that you don't run out of money just a few years after you retire. The second is, how do we maximize the investment performance of our accounts? As most individuals are drastically underperforming and their money is not working as hard as it should be. The third area that we focus on is tax reduction strategies. As you probably already know, most accountants are constantly telling their clients about how much money they owe to the IRS, but they're really not creating proactive plans to help reduce the future expenses to the IRS. This is why we focus on something called tax strategy. The fourth is something called asset protection planning. Over the years, we've seen that the wealthiest individuals in the world don't only focus on growing their wealth, but they also focus on how to protect it against all potential risks and liabilities. This is why our firm has focused on building asset protection strategies for the families that we serve to protect against these types of risks. And the fifth area that we focus on is something called legacy and estate planning. You see, most individuals will work from anywhere between 30, 40, maybe even 50 years, but there will come a point in time in our life where we're not going to be here. And the question is, how would I make sure that all of my assets are distributed according to my wishes? And not only that, but I want to make sure that the government will not step in there and make these decisions for my family. As an independent wealth management firm, you can count on the fact that we will always give you recommendations that are in your best interest. We've seen that most of our clients have come from an environment that they have worked with a financial advisor that is called a captive advisor, and the responsibilities many times are to the companies that they represent and not to the actual client. This is why we strongly encourage that the families that we meet with to always engage with something called a fiduciary firm.